Alright, you did the intro.
G'day.
Enthusiasm to the max, legit.
Today we're doing sci-fi film. No, we're ranking the sci-fi films.
No, we're not.
Of all time.
No, we're not.
Our favourite sci-fi films of all. We're
not
not ranking
them. Yeah.
Shit.
So
top 5 to 10. 8. Is it
8?
8? Top 8 sci-fi films of all time. By
Favourites.
us, Fugglebob. Yeah.
Yeah,
Favourite. Yeah, of course. All time.
Alright.
As in all
That's
time.
Michael.
Most of our films.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Michael, and you can explain yourself.
I'm Rory.
Yeah.
I don't think any of our viewers actually know our names. That's
They
why.
probably do. Oh, okay. The first one going to be Alien, because purely, well, one, it's also a great. It's just a great film in general. It's got very, very good performances by everyone, and it's got a great plot. It's kind of the first film to kind of do that, apart from maybe 2001: Space Odyssey, when you're kind of trapped in space and it's kind of there's something there and you can't really do much about it. Yeah, it's a great film. It's just a great film in general.
Say Alien's also on mine.
Yep.
I love how it looks. So visually
cinematography,
interesting,
yeah.
all that. Actually very thrilling. Not really thrilling. It's slow paced, but
Suspenseful.
it's still enthralling and still entertaining
Gripping.
to watch. Gripping.
Yes.
So you go now.
2001: A Space Odyssey. I've
Also-
read the book. I've watched the film.
I never read the book.
It's a good book. It's actually a really good book, and the film does follow it pretty closely.
I'm pretty sure the book was made after the movie.
No, the book was made before. I'm pretty sure.
I thought they were.
I thought the
written
book was
together.
like 1960 or 1965, and then the film was 1968. I'm pretty sure.
I don't. Anyway, 2001's so good.
Yeah, it's
Good.
basically the what would you say, like the cornerstone of sci-fi, modern
Quintessential.
sci-fi. Quintessential cornerstone of sci-fi. I have to include cornerstone.
Cornerstone.
No.
Is that even an expression?
I don't know. The stepping block. Like,
The stepping block of sci-fi. That's so vague.
I don't know. The quintessential.
We're not saying
film
anything
of
about the
sci-fi.
movie.
Yeah, it's about a guy
No, don't explain
who
what
tries
it's
to
about.
find stuff about humanity and space, and there's people.
Very slow paced, but
Very, very slow.
like Alien. So if you
Yeah.
like slow paced movies with nice visuals, you'll probably like it.
There's great visuals, and the score is great.
Yeah, use of classical music,
Yeah.
and it's extremely impressive visual effects for
Yes.
1968.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
The net. Oh, aren't you going to do
Hopefully-
one now? You're doing one
I've
now.
done two. They've just both been on yours.
What's the one after? Mad Max 2.
Fair
Basically,
enough.
even though Mad Max 1 was great, it was an indie film, and it. What?
What?
Did you not like Mad Max 1?
No.
I thought it was great. It was an indie film, and it wasn't well, it was massive, but I mean, at the beginning, it wasn't really. It was just kind of a small Australian film, which is
Yeah.
good because Australian films are awesome. Go Australia,
It's
thanks.
like three good ones.
Yeah,
Go.
and the two I just mentioned, or two of
It's
the three.
basically car
Yes,
chase.
it's
the
just-
best part.
Yeah,
But it's not-
No,
it's
what
not
do you mean
Fury-
number 2?
It's not Fury Road level where the whole
No,
thing is
the
a
whole
car
thing
chase.
is a car chase. But Mad Max 2 Road Warrior, that is great. They've got Mad Max, of course. It's kind of almost the Hollywood version of Mad Max 1, basically, but still in Australia. It's a bigger version.
Yeah.
It's got a bigger
Completely
budget. It's got a
different
better
story.
cast. Yeah, it's obviously a different story, but I mean it's the same thing. Yeah, it's
Alright.
great.
My next pick is Under the Skin from 2013. Scarlett Johansson, or Johansson. She appears naked. It's a very good movie.
That's why I like the film.
No, it actually is really good. I didn't watch it for like 2 years after I wanted to watch it for some reason, but then I finally watched it, and the visuals are so amazing, and the story is actually really simple, but it tells it in a way that nothing's laid out.
Oh.
Nothing's laid out so you know exactly what's happening. So there's still that level of like that most art films have, where you really don't know what's happening to an extent. But it's just, and the score is so amazing. One of the most effective scores that I've ever heard, and I highly recommend watching it.
Okay, so the next one is one of my personally favourite films of all time. Not probably like my top 20 or 30. Source Code with Jake Gyllenhaal and Rapace.
No.
No. What's her name again?
That woman.
That woman. That's not Rapace.
She was in Pixels. Michelle Monaghan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
okay.
It's a great film. It's about a guy who relives someone else's life for 8 minutes until the person died in a train crash. It's basically stopping terrorists, and if he is able to do that, he'll get his life back, kind of. It's so good at making you feel like you're actually Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, you don't know what's happening, basically. You have no idea what's happening. It's great use of sci-fi, just in general.
I have a film
Sci-fi
from that
techniques.
director on my list.
Yeah, you probably do.
He's a good director. He's
great.
upcoming with Warcraft, the movie. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, it's just a great
I'll just
film.
do that one now. Moon.
Moon.
It's just an amazing psychological thriller, but also it's if you like Oblivion, that Tom Cruise movie, that was just a rip-off of Moon, and Moon is so much better. It has a great twist that isn't just like an ending twist, and it has some of the best acting, because Sam Rockwell's like the only person in the film basically, so he's just acting opposite himself, some cases literally, like, and it's actually amazing. Highly recommended.
Spoilers.
And it will fuck with your mind.
Next one, it came out last year, 2014, I'm pretty sure. Edge of Tomorrow. Like, you just see, it's probably Tom Cruise's best performance, apart from maybe Ghost Protocol.
Performance
is
Nah.
Well, I haven't seen lots of his films, of course.
You mean like action performance?
Action performance,
Yeah.
okay.
Not like full on acting.
No, because then it might be A Few Good Men or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's really good in this film. Also, Emily Blunt's great in it. The special effects are good. Well, yeah, the story's great as well, because it's got a historical...
Kind of similar to Source Code.
In
It's
a
like
way, it
dying
is. Yeah,
and
it
doing
is.
again, yeah.
Live, repeat, die.
Which one do you like more?
Source Code.
Yeah.
But this is still good, because it almost shows that you can do a sci-fi thing and an action film at the same time. Sci-fi action. So it's almost the perfect display or example of a sci-fi action film.
Alright. My next one was Primer. You can tell the second it starts, it's such a low budget that some of the things it tries to accomplish, the ideas are really impressive, but the actual filmmaking, the budget's so low that they couldn't get all the way up. But it's just mind-bending, one of my favourite mind-bending movies, and it will just fuck with your mind, and I highly recommend it.
Okay, well, my next one is, you obviously don't like this decision, Back to the Future 2. Now, everyone likes Back to the Future 1, of course, and I personally think Back to the Future 2 is just better in every way. Almost the same as Mad Max. It's well, I know you can't really compare Back to the Future 1 to Mad Max 1, but in a way, Back to the Future 2 steps everything up. Everything is different, they do different things, there's a lot more time traveling, there's a lot more
things,
plot.
like go back to the first one.
Exactly, different things. Go to the future, there's lots of different things, but also
They go to the future?
Shut up. Or the 2015. That type of stuff. And it also follows the first one a lot, as they go back and they kind of have to just relive the whole thing to stop it again, in a way. And it's also lots of scenes are similar
it's a
to
remake
the
of the first one, you're saying.
No, it's not a remake. It's a very different thing. Okay, well, whatever. It's a great film. It's a lot funnier than the first one.
My next one was one that wasn't in my top 7 favourites. We had, I did 7, he did 9, then we just condensed it into 8.
Wait,
so this was...
I think I've still got 9. So
Alright, okay. Children of Men. Really great movie. Great cinematography. It's just a really well-built world. In terms of the whole movie, it's more of an action thriller, but
there's enough sci-fi.
Yeah, the sci-fi is basically just the world where all women are infertile and there hasn't been a baby born for like 20 years or something. And it's a really great film. You've probably seen it.
Yep.
Have you?
Tom?
Have you seen it?
Nah. One of my nostalgic films, probably, because I watched this when I was about 7 or 8, and I think we've got it at home. I, Robot, starring Will Smith. it's based off very loosely based off the book by Isaac Asimov. I'm pretty sure it's not even based off it. Like, it's a great
So obvious that we just sat down. Okay, just keep going.
It's got a great. Yeah, so Will Smith has one of his best performances, I think, of his career.
Oh, hell no. It wasn't even funny.
It was hilarious. Yes, it's also just got a very good. There's lots of good ideas in the film about how robotics and stuff like that, and how
it's like Ex Machina.
Yeah, it's basically the. No.
You have to binge watch all the movies before we make our top 10. Or you can just make Jupiter Ascending number 10, no one's going to judge you.
Okay, so number 9 is Jupiter.
Wait,
yeah.
that might be on my list, sci-fi. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It's probably my favourite movie that has anything to do with romance. As in like a romantic film. And it's just not Attack of the Clones. But
Continue. Continue.
Jim Carrey actually doing a really great performance. Like, I don't know if he got nominated for an Oscar, but he definitely deserved it. Kate Winslet, great. Mind-bending movie that is sad and happy equally, and just really creative. One of the most creative movies I've ever seen. And a great use of science fiction elements. One of my favourites.
Terminator 2 is my last one.
Gay! What?
It's said to be one of the best action films of all time, but it's also one of the best sci-fi films
Terminator
of all time.
3 was better.
Fuck off. Rise of the Machines. I even know the actual title.
That is it.
Yeah, so I think we know everything about Terminator 2. It's about more robots coming back in time. Yeah.
That was such a
to protect Sarah Connor and her son and stuff like that, and save the world and save the future. It's just the best one to do it.
What explanation is that?
And there's the Melting Man, which is like the best bit of the whole film.
Melting Man.
The Melting Man.
My one
What's
is...
it called? T-2000 or something?
My last one is Blade Runner. One of the most beautiful movies I have ever seen. It is raining in the whole... No. Yeah. It's raining in the whole movie. So iconic. So amazing. Great use of a world building mechanism. And yeah, really great cinematography. Really great questions about what it means to be human, and you don't know whether he's a replicant or anything. And that's basically why everyone still talks about the movie. I think it's coming up on when the movie's actually set.
Oh, okay.
We'll be there in a few decades or years. I don't even
We're
remember.
gonna have like a massive party. Same thing as Back to the Future Day, which is why Back to the Future is so good.
Blade Runner won't have a party. Who's gonna have a party about Blade Runner?
Not me.
Alright, you do the outro.
See ya.
No, do it properly.
So thanks for watching this film. Click subscribe and like it, and don't dislike it, please, and maybe comment if you have any of your own opinions
Oh, yeah,
for
should we
your
do
favourite
honourable
sci-fi
mentions?
films. Oh yeah, honourable
Star Wars
mentions.
is a
Star Wars.
fantasy.
It's a fantasy, but there are definitely sci-fi
Battle
elements in it.
Royale,
Yes.
Donnie Darko,
The Martian.
Ex Machina,
Gravity. We're just saying a whole list
Jurassic
that we...
Park, Attack of the Block, Clockwork Orange, Her, Planet of the Apes,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Close Encounters, E.T., Super 8,
You say
Matrix,
Interstellar?
Minority Report, Upstream Color.
And Science, because it's so
Subscribe.
nostalgic. Yeah.
Oh yeah, science.